Yes, run an analysis. That's what I
have the distinct sensation that the
We-
robot is the actual archaeologist here,
Yeah.
or at least the researcher. Like, yeah.
So I said that we still have some stuff to do here, but do we really have anything else to do here? I think I should just move on. What I want to do is let's go back to this inscription.
And try if we can make something else out of water.
Yeah.
Oh, John.
This
John
is
says,
this is correct.
Oh, that was correct. That holy water was correct.
No. The holy is.
The holy was correct. We knew that.
Okay.
The first character of holy indicates a possessive form, as in holy of the gods. Oh, that could work.
Good work.
So here,
And these are rays, so this is holy light. Oh.
boop. So, what's interesting here is that this is a text, a language.
Yeah.
That is visual. It is probably like the origins of some types of script, like the Mayan hieroglyphs, are indicative of the thing that they actually sort of show, iconographic in that sense. That's what I'm trying to say. They're iconographic.
They are iconograph. They are sort of not exactly pictographs.
No, but then also, just like the Maya glyphs, for example, they also incorporate other more linguistic elements. That thing.
Make it on. Back to the ship.
Back to the ship.
Back to the ship.
Back to the ship, Commander. Alright, I guess we can just go this way, mistress. Okay.
Hello to all our new viewers.
Hello to all our new viewers, for sure.
Let's continue. We are.
Wait, I wanted to talk about your
sorry.
hat.
You talk about our hats.
Well, no, you talk about your hat.
I talk about my hat. So
actually,
what do you want?
First of all, let us
the
say
story
something.
behind the hat.
I want to hear the story about behind your hat.
Mm-hmm.
And I first wanted to say that yes, archaeologists actually wear hats,
And they always should.
because otherwise
Always
you
wear-
get skin cancer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe
unless you work in the Netherlands on a super
or you
super
get
cloudy day.
sunburned, or you.
Well, because you
generally-
get sunburned,
Yeah.
you get skin cancer. That's
So,
what I'm trying to say.
Please, if you are an archaeologist and if you're watching this and you have students or you are a student of archaeology, always wear hats.
Always wear hats.
It's
Yeah, exactly. You
if
can get
I'm-
a what do you call it again? Like not sunburn, but like a heat concussion. What
yeah,
is it called
yeah.
again?
You can get
A sunstroke?
Heat stroke.
Heat stroke, that's it. Yeah, it's just called a zonnesteek.
Yeah.
A solar jab in Dutch.
Too many arguments in Australia. Yeah, so
They wouldn't let me
sorry.
excavate without a hat?
yes, they shouldn't.
No,
So if
you should never excavate without a hat. Never.
If you are in my trench, you're not allowed to enter without a hat.
Yeah.
And I had
There are
lots
lots of weird things, by the way, in archaeology in terms of dress in the field. So the people come into the field and think that they can wear like basically hot pants.
Yeah. Hot pants, no t-shirt,
Like
no hat,
exactly.
no sunscreen.
Just excavate
And flip-flops.
Excavate almost nakedly. Which is, it's not even about like professional ethics. It's simply about your personal survival.
This is about safety, about health safety.
Yes.
Like-
When you excavate, I
Yeah.
think you can get away on some very hot days with shorter trousers, if you really want to. But best is you also wear long
I am
trousers.
fine if we know that there are no snakes in the area and we are not pickaxing, and then I'm sort of fine.
Steel toe boots,
Still, yeah.
always, or at
Yeah.
least if you're not, excavating,
Yeah.
high boots. You never know what's gonna happen. But steel toe boots are
Yeah.
obligatory in the Netherlands.
I have a lot
for
of
good reasons.
friends in Cyprus where I will be excavating in Cyprus that excavate with sandals.
Yeah.
And like you pickaxe your big toe, like come on.
Yeah.
So always wear a hat.
I've been known to wear sandals in excavations as well. So that's
Shouldn't.
I should not do that. So some of the things I'm going to say, probably people will find photos of me doing exactly what I tell you. But aside from that, the problem is that actually often archaeologists are seen as colonial
Yeah.
and think that some archaeologists are very likely still colonial in their
Very
sentiments.
much, yeah.
But the hat is not sort of a memory to colonial times. It is simply something that you need. Some people can get away with a cap.
Yes.
You could get away with a cap maybe if you let your hair flow.
Yes.
Or
Or you can get away with a cap if you have like
for sure.
something behind.
Yeah, something behind. But
Yeah.
I need myself a good hat. This hat has been with me to every Caribbean excavation
Oh, that's great.
that I went to, and it becomes a part of you, which I don't get to.
Yeah, that's great. Somewhere in the edge of cyclones, let's see. So this is where we get. So this is the site where the brooch and the statue is
Wait,
coming
I
from.
also want to hear the story of your hat. Give me the story of your hat.
No,
Give it
so
now.
when I was at Cyprus, my then she was not my girlfriend, but my future girlfriend had a hat like this,
Oh, okay.
which I loved.
Yeah.
I just loved the flipping hat. I would always steal her hat,
Nice.
which was a bit
So
contra
wait,
to
so-
what I was
Just saying.
trying to say. Like always wear hat, but you give me your hat.
Yeah.
And then a year later, when she was like, I was like, oh, I really need to get your hat at an excavation. I was like, nope, you're not getting my hat. But then she bought me this amazing, super expensive hat, which since then I hadn't gone to a single field work. So I've never worn this in a field.
You've never worn it in
No.
That's why
this
it's so
is,
nice.
Yes, this is the first field work, and it's a digital one.
It's digital. That's why mine has been like stashed in trash and like, mine is just
Gross
like,
in
gross
general.
in general. My girlfriend doesn't want to touch my hat. It's like, no, not doing that. Oh, that's why it looks so
Yes,
nice.
but this is going to Cyprus this
Alright,
year. So.
Also, let's point out that actually you found your current girlfriend during an excavation, during a bit of field work.
yes,
Which is just to show you, and actually, both of you are happy in your
we're
relation,
very happy.
having a healthy relation.
Yes.
So it's not always that we were just earlier talking about like weird stuff happening in field
Yeah.
work. In that sort of liminal weird space that is field work, good stuff. Lots of good stuff comes out of that.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah,
Like
it can
lifelong
happen.
friendships, relations, all sorts of good stuff. All sorts of bad stuff happens as well because it is.
But
a
generally,
weird
don't
space.
be an asshole. Like, come on.
Well, definitely, if you're in this weird space and you are then an asshole, then definitely bad stuff is going to
Yeah.
happen. But that said,
Is hat stealing the archaeologist's version of flirting? Most definitely.
oh yes,
Yeah,
for sure.
one-
If you want to touch somebody else's hat, that means that you're at
It's
very least-
archaeologist flirting 101. Like,
101.
hey, can I try your hat? It's a
Yeah.
conversation starter.
Yeah. Oh, I love your trowel.
Yeah.
Oh, you got.
Oh, can I? It looks very sharp.
It looks very sharp. Can I just have it for a moment?
Okay. No one has. Those are wild rivers. Oh. I wonder. The dangers of sailing through a hurricane? I do get what he found, because I'm an archaeologist. Put out the sails.
Put out the sail.
Put out the
I
sails.
have to say that this thing combines like archaeology with one of my dreams, which is sailing.
Yeah.
Like I would love to be a sailing archaeologist, not a maritime archaeologist, like looking at ships. No, just
Just to sail.
I mean, especially when it comes to the Caribbean, which is a lovely island archipelago, or an island region, islands. I would love to be an archaeologist sailing around the Caribbean, just helping out like local fieldwork projects that just are like, oh, that would be like
Yeah.
if you write sort of the dream biography of my life, that would be it, man. That would be it. Actually, crazy thing is people do it.
Woo!
And not archaeologists, but people that just live their entire life in the Caribbean on a sailing boat.
Let's go that away from whatever it
Is the fact that your fieldwork shirt, which this is your fieldwork shirt you're wearing.
This is also
I actually brought my fieldwork shirt too, but it's greenish, so I will be
Yeah.
see-through. So, is the reason that your fieldwork shirt is still white? By the way, why a white fieldwork shirt? First of all,
is. Because it's very good with the sun.
yes, okay, but it's like it. How did it stay so clean? Did
Because
you
it's
use this
new.
one? It is also
Everything
new.
is new.
It's also new. How long will this stay white?
Nah,
Like
one
5
day.
minutes.
Yeah.
I've never that. I mean, I whatever. If you want to wear white, fair enough. It does help with the sun.
Whoa. Sorry, I'm trying to navigate as well at the
Yeah,
same
man.
time.
I know.
It's,
I'm just distracting.
Go ahead,
I'm
yeah.
just distracting the sailor.
Talk
here.
to me. Talk to me. Tell me more.
I never. I mean, I don't. I also had some white shirts in the field, but but that was only because I just needed a shirt and I just grabbed one from the cupboard when I left home. I would never like consciously go out and buy a white shirt for fieldwork. I think it's brave, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, because
I love white shirts for fieldwork.
yeah, but they're gray, like not even gray. They're
brown
within 5 minutes.
Yeah, so?
And then they're not white anymore, so it kind of defeats the purpose.
No, but you always like put them under the water when you come back.
And then they're still brown.
They're still relatively brown.
As I said, I like my greens, because the greens is relatively it's relatively sort of works with all sorts of spots and things like that. Sure. Also with the bush in the Caribbean, which is a real problem. And it's not like black, so you don't really sort of boil yourself in it.
Look, here I'm saying that I don't like people, which is not true for archaeologists. We tend to like people. She just said that people who like people stay.
Well, I want to point out that this is apparently an archaeologist or a history person or whatever we're doing that goes on field work by herself or with at least
with a robot.
A robot.
Miari wants to marry him, but if I did, well, I wouldn't stay on Ios. Wait, I'm confused. Who wants to marry? I think the Iolite moon should be somewhere nearby. Hey, we're almost there, so let's go a bit more slowly. What happened to the river? Not go much slowly. Is this we are hardly sailing, but we are moving. Yeah, we are moving. I guess.
You have to sort of sweep your sails in a little rowboat.
Yeah.
I guess we're going up current?
There's a rock up ahead. This.
What have... Wow. What?
Dun, dun, dun.
What have we done?
This is also something that never happens in archaeology. You never go, oh my god, what have we found? No.
No. I'm sure that this has happened sometime in the history of archaeology.
Probably late in the 19th century.
Yes.
And people were like, whoa. But not anymore.
Well, you know what? This happens if you find a Coke can at the bottom of your...
You're like, what have we found?
What have we found? A fucking Coke can!
Then you eat your hut like...
I had this happen to me.
Yeah?
Yeah, in the island of Dominica.
Ah.
And it was very hard to sleep because there was no stratigraphy. There was just cultural layers, no stratigraphy, and at the bottom of this cultural layer there was a Coke can, literally a Coke can.
Oh my god! Have you ever seen?
Sorry, no, not the Coke can, a Coke bottle.
Oh my god!
And it was actually because it was a hurricane area, so there wasn't. There used to be a site there, but all the ground was just mixed up.
We cannot land. Have you ever seen anybody crying in the field for something that was uncovered?
Yes, I cried myself once.
Yeah?
Yes.
What had you found?
Unfortunately, I found a human being that I didn't recognize on time. It was a human being because it was not expected.
Yeah.
So the skeleton of a human being, and I damaged it.
Oh no! And then you cried?
Yeah, I cried about it. Yeah, of course. I damaged somebody's bone. But I did not cry in joy of finding it. Okay.
Clearly, it's statistically certain. I had people crying. I had at least one person who cried because of something that was found, and that confirmed her theory about something, so she cried. Which makes sense. I would have cried as well.
What was the theory?
The theory that...
a moment later, the robot was gone.
Stone axes...
And I was alone in the dark.
The stone axes of the late Chalcolithic in Cyprus are copies of copper axes from the Near East.
About this. Yes.
And then we found them both, like a copper axe and a stone tool, stone axe next to each other. It was beautiful. Okay, let's question. What were you up to, Renba? Oh, so Iox is the only place with robots. There are robots somewhere else. Okay, that makes sense that there are so few robots. What's going on? Oh, you found something.
I still think a podcast / Twitter thread of archaeological confessions could be something. You mean in the sense of talking about the stuff that we've done that we are not proud of? Like me excavating a human being and damaging it? Yeah. No, I think it was...
I hope there isn't a snake in here.
That's a nice shout out to Indiana Jones.
Yes.
Or maybe not, and it's just about a snake. Yeah, I think fieldwork snafus. Yeah, for sure. I think that... I think it would actually be good for the discipline to talk about this sort of stuff more, because we end up always talking about it in bars.
Yeah.
But never really in a sort of a... Archaeology Twitter had fieldwork fail once. Well, that's good. I'm gonna look that up now.
Yeah.
Fieldwork fail.
More words we don't know. What?
I like that. That's probably what I would have... What? Let's have a little look. So
this is an inscription on a cloth, on a piece of cloth, which is 100 years old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, for sure.
So what did John? What is this?
So he's possessive or something like that.
Some sort of.
It's some sort of prefix.
But unlikely
prefix,
that it's they or we. I think probably I would say it's guardians because it's followed by stuff.
So far, we've not seen stuff. We haven't seen pronouns yet.
No, exactly. I'll go for guardian.
Overly honest methods was good too. Yes. Dangerous but good, I'm sure.
This
You're
is
gonna
really...
go for guardians.
I'm gonna go for guardians. No, that doesn't make sense.
No.
Okay. So...
I guess we. So this is just indicating some sort of personhood, I guess.
I think
humanness. Then lots of us.
Yeah.
Lots of persons. I don't know. Something like that.
No. And then we something, and this is goddess, and thus I presume that this is pilgrims.
Well, you can also, I think, probably fill in words right now, right? Like from up there, right? Or doesn't it work that way?
No.
That's
it
how
just
it used to work.
shows you related words.
Ah, okay. So banished is...
So this that is banished, it has this one and this one, which are similar, and this. So overall, this seems similar to this. And we don't know if it's banished. We don't know yet.
Okay, I like. So you want to go for pilgrims?
I want to go for pilgrims
it's the same
because
type
it's the
of
holy.
Holy and then outside of something.
Yes,
okay.
Exactly.
Sure.
And this is again holy, and
yeah,
probably pray.
We pilgrims pray. That will work.
It's a piece of cloth. We pilgrims follow. Could be.
I mean, but if it's holy, then praying. I
Yeah.
guess. So maybe we should remember this as some sort of verb making action.
It's not. Yeah, take like this banished pilgrims, like taking an action. You mean?
Yeah.
Could be, yeah. Ceremonial robe.
It's ritual?
Of course, ritual. I wonder how many of these jokes.
John agrees with us. Fortunately, yeah. He says.
Okay. I didn't get passcode. Hey, you got to hear it live. Something. One is a phrase run together.
Oh, we've had waters. Yes.
Oh, this is on the chest.
Yes, this is on the chest.
So this is water.
Mm-hmm. Waters.
Water.
Again? No.
No, and then this is us that we said.
Yes. Well, we said we, but I guess it also could be. I'm feeling confident about my translation of words now. Good. Not about us.
I'm also
certain of us. Good. That's so nice. Oh, I'm also certain of us.
And then we have a middle thing that leaves one word to guess. Again, we are not guessing. I guess we're sort of guessing, but it's an educated guess. I don't think, if you ask an epigraphist, I don't think they would say, I'm just guessing here all the time. Just random guesses.
Yeah, no. Well, you know what? That's one of the problems, I think, with this, what we already pointed out.
Mm-hmm.
what we're doing right now as archaeologists, we're as well equipped to deal with this as most of the general population.
Yeah, exactly.
Because really,
this is not really archaeology yet.
I mean, I what I do like, by the way, is what I didn't expect, because beforehand I saw a lot about this and I thought that, like, hey, this is a really textual focus game. What I like is that there is a lot of contextual information from the fact that these things are actually on objects that make sense there.
No, exactly. This is
that I like.
Yeah.
But then, to be very blunt, this is not what archaeologists consider to be archaeologists, because in fact, that if we say this is what we do, epigraphers are going to be very angry with us.
Very angry. So we have this.
But this is academic, disciplinary boundary stuff. But it's it tends to be important because, methodologically speaking, few archaeologists work with epigraphic sort of a focus like this. All right, divide. I think this looks divisive or linking. Like.
Not healing. Waters heal us. So it's a piece of cloth inside.
I'm gonna go full Caribbean archaeologist here. Waters
link us.
Either divide or link us. It depends on your perspective on the thing.
Okay, so
but it can also provide.
So what's the context? It's a piece of cloth.
Yeah.
In a box, and the piece of cloth said, I can't remember now. That we pilgrims pray.
Mm-hmm.
And then in this box, if we are praying, I guess the box is not something decisive necessarily. So I would say it's either heal, related to waters and they are praying, or link.
So definitely I want to point out again that this is probably some sort of verb making thing.
Yes. So this also would make sense to provide.
All of them are verbs, and then I guess we really have to have a small little look at where else do we see the.
Nowhere yet.
These other clues we don't see.
No, we haven't seen it.
I'm gonna go. Waters divide us.
Divide us
because there's really a large space between them.
All right. Okay. Let's go for a divide for now, and we'll see.
Does it make sense?
Now, what's inside? A worn antler stylus. It doesn't have an inscription along. I'd say that this comes from the same source as the chest. This new find should be helpful in pinning down where these were made. Now this is what archaeologists do. But most likely it's the same site as the chest. But that's not all.
A mouldering scrap of sailcloth. Okay.
I'd hazard that this comes from the same place as the So this comes from this general area, I guess.
I guess it does.
Yeah.
So you work out.
So Renba was hoarding artifacts. No.
Can you work out where the rope originated? I was going to.
Yeah.
Worn stylus is cast. How do you cast antler? Yeah, it's a good question.
I don't think they chose the
correct object there, but the material at least.
Yeah.
Or maybe
the wrong verb.
Maybe there is something up with deer and antlers in this world that we're not aware of.
It's somewhere else off the river.
Show me.
Into the eye of the cyclone. Oh, no.
Okay. That's got gruesome really
Collected
quickly.
Enough evidence to infer a lost site exists somewhere in English past, but I don't know enough yet. Oh, we can see what just updated.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. So we need to see where we're going next. It suggests, I guess, to go there.
There's Marcy is what was that? Have we already been there?
Oh, we can go to the eye of the
site of Renba's cache. Oh, that's where we are right now.
That's where we were. Can I go here? Yeah, I can't go there.
Again, you can go anywhere.
Impossibly deep in the Sony. Is there still more to find? And is Renba waiting to be found?
I know enough to find this site. Okay, let's
Then,
go.
Then let's go.
Yes.
But should we go there or should we go...
But she doesn't know enough to find that just yet, because that's all greyish. And you could dissolve it somehow and then evaporate out the solvent again if we assume some magic chemistry.
This is very
That
weird.
would be great. I would like a magic chemistry for antler, because antler is a beautiful type of material. It is renewable. You don't have to kill the animal for it.
No,
it's there every single
although it is quite painful to remove it, unless it falls off.
It falls off.
Yeah, okay. If you want to pick up the...
You know, just like you can go mushroom collecting, you can go antler collecting.
Yeah.
So,
but you can't really have mass production of it.
You just get a lot of deer. You just get a lot of deer.
Okay, talking about deer. Oh dear, because we're going...
Into the eye of the cyclone.
The eye of the cyclone.
Nice.
Ah!
Are you gonna crash us, Aris?
I'm trying not to. I don't think you can crash, honestly. Aha! Shit. Fuck, shit.
What are you doing?
They go... No, I don't know. They had gone left, possibly.
Did you get us lost? Oh, he has been analyzing it.
Okay.
That's great.
Thank you, love.
Woo.
Oh, snap.
Reply to her. Yeah. It comes
Comes
from somewhere else. Oh, ooh, that was close. What's that? That was something.
I couldn't stop. The river is picking me.
Oh, that's a pity.
Oops. Yeah, that's where I wanted to go. You cannot analyze. Shit. It's a roller coaster. If I've ever seen one. Yeah, we are in One Piece. I'm driving.
Bravado. Famous last words.
Yeah. Ah. This is our ship. What do you mean? Oh, we are very close now. I love this.
I like the dynamics of this. It's really good. It feels actiony.
Yeah, although
in an otherwise quite, you know.
Yeah. Although
Whee!
the hull when we next land. Yeah, of course we should check it. This looks beautiful.
Nice. This is the eye of the storm, basically.
Yeah, I'll go that way. I don't know.
You seem to be going.
I cannot see which way to turn at this branch.
I have the feeling that an explorer. All right.
Okay, I'll go the other way.
I wonder if we were already meant to go here. Like if this. I mean, I guess you can go anywhere, but
you can go anywhere. I cannot turn there.
You're getting us out of the eye again.
No. I'm going into that place.
Okay. Oh.
This doesn't.
Is it a moon? Well.
There's no upriver, but there is air. What?
What is hoppering?
I don't know.
What is a hopper?
Boop. Just get out of the ship and hop. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Will Renba be waiting for us here in the center of the storm?
I'm
The
gonna
hopper
guess.
fired, and for a moment I was
probably
gone.
not.
Not
Maybe
aboard
it's
the
that the game ends
Nightingale,
with
not
That's
on the moon
you
beneath.
know, it's a great
It could
diegetic
have been a
answer.
heartbeat
Question
or an hour.
from us playing the game. We need a couple more hours with this game.
Oh,
so
we need-
I'm sure it's not finished just yet.
But I didn't feel the cold until I reappeared.
I have a feeling you did the last one. Yeah, apparently the game is about 10 to 15 hours long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, weird.
Especially if you want to explore everything.
Mm-hmm.
This way, 6. This way. Follow my lead.
I still don't like
Which way?
the interact that way, I guess.
Forward.
Yeah, forward. I still don't really like the interaction with the robot. It feels very snarky.
Yeah.
And I know that Marvin is nice and everything like that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Okay, you don't know what to expect. Just trust me already. We're very optimistic.
I like that he also knows. Just like, I know.
Perhaps. I like his eyes.
Yeah. I like the design of the robot, but I just don't entirely like their interaction.
We seem surprised.
Here,
Hey, a
in
house.
the middle of the hurricane, there was a house. It was fine. Tucked in below the overhanging rock. Wooden beams, mud brick walls, shutters. Large enough for 2 families to argue over. It would have been measly on Iox and grand on Elbereth.
2 families to argue.
But here,
No.
it was impossible.
What? Our house. At your house? Stein's house. Oh, jeez. In the middle of the hurricane, our house. Yes, sure. In the middle of a moon, our house.
That's a bit of a drop. I can make it. Do not fall. Another thing you should know about archaeologists, they're foolish. So I would definitely jump there.
Would you do that?
Of course. If I see a cave, or if I see something that I should not be going there, but I think there's something in there, I will just go there.
Okay. Yeah, I a cave, yes. But I mean, like, drop from all the way over there. Yeah, you know what? I'm also foolish. You're right. There's this.
Please, don't please me.
Well, we would not be foolish around, like, ruins and sites like this. Like,
No,
hey,
that I wouldn't. Probably I wouldn't do because I don't want to destroy anything.
Exactly. You want to destroy yourself.
Yeah, for me,
But you're right, though.
I am not a ruin yet.
Another little quirky thing about archaeologists is that there's this weird bravado going on.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, but where is my robot?
He can't come. He's got wheels, man.
The ghosts
Yeah, but
are still here. Cooking, reading, doing whatever ghosts do. The house was empty,
Wait.
but it hadn't been abandoned.
Ghost?
Nice. It's a nice place. A rough bed. An inscription on the bed. This seems complete. So this was we with a many.
So this is I. Must be.
And then we said this is action. And
I think this is one that we'll probably not be able to go for the other one first.
okay, it's much more helpful.
Woof.
They seem similar though, so because they have this and this one has this, and so I think they look relatively.
It's not a goddess, I guess.
It's not a goddess.
Because we've already sort of identified that
We
one.
love below. We fear.
I love beloved.
I fear.
Wait, it's interesting. As you said, this is a person, and
it's not goddess.
So because this is basically this is the marker for person.
Mm-hmm.
Then this is the marker for verby thingies,
Yes.
and then for the rest, they're almost this part of it is the same.
Yeah, so they have to have.
So I have to have a core that is very much the same. So it's whatever we end up picking here, we have to be consistent.
Yeah, but
So
love beloved doesn't make sense.
I fear death.
I fear.
This was scratched on the wall, right?
Yeah.
I could see how if somebody scratched something on the wall, like I'm in.
But death as a person, then And this is a fear.
Maybe it's not a human, but it's just a noun. That's what it indicates. But it would be weird, but maybe that's what it is. Or maybe death is a person. What do you think?
The writer was dying.
Everyone fears death. Oh, I like that. Well,
Getting late? What are you talking about?
oh, he was talking about the middle of the hurricane.
Oh. The ankle scratched by someone lying down. Okay. I have to
So one of the things, by the way, that it's now immediately sort of bumped into something called the Dark Age. Maybe we can spend a little bit more time with the timeline itself.
Yeah, okay.
So maybe I'm just reading this wrong. Maybe he's just being factual. But I feel that he's being ironic. Like, evidently, it's like, you know. Maybe.
So we just found the Dark Age, and we added it in the timeline. We didn't know that before.
I don't think we knew that before.
We didn't know.
Or did we?
No, maybe we did. The last emperor disappears.
So there was already something called the Dark Age.
Okay.
Then after that came the modern age.
And we're at the end.
I like, by the way, how this is like, this is cookie cutter age making.
Yeah.
We have ancient stuff, fair enough.
And we also have
A lot
very
more
ancient
very
stuff.
ancient stuff before time began. And then... Interesting.
How much can I drag this?
Not
10,000.
much further. Well, maybe later.
Maybe. I want to read more inscriptions. Another cut. So there, someone grew too old or too ill to climb back upstairs. Okay.
You're sure?
Yeah, really. What? Okay, show them to me. What? How? Okay.
So, this I'm not super interested about. So,
No.
now
Now there's a sort of a forced dialogue.
that's horrid. Why would he do that?
Yeah.
Well,
There must have been something here that he needed.
not always horrid to remove people from where they're deposited.
Yeah, maybe.
For example, if you know that they're otherwise going to be bulldozed by, you know, people making golf courses or whatever, you actually probably do want to remove them from there. Because otherwise, the bulldozer is going to do it.
I wonder if the short is jumped or if it might.
Talking about jumping to conclusions, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, really.
In the sense of the with this whole a body lines here. Oh, a painting, yes. I like that. Rolls and flows.
That's great.
These are real.
Oh yeah, this looks like a map. This is the center.
I don't see an X. So it cannot be.
No. The rivers of the coast. Let's see.
Ooh, the mural, nice.
That's from the mural, so it's right there. Okay, great. That's exact location, okay. Am I questioning and answering myself?
I do that often when I,
Yeah.
you know, think through things.
Yeah.
Several words.
And we have to complete it.
So there's me in there for sure.
There is me in there. And I believe I don't know how we came to the conclusion that this is correct. But,
but I think from a mechanic point of view, it's really important.
Good. From a mechanic point of view, it's really good.
Yeah.
Um,
That's not what triangulation means. Oh yeah.
This is an action, and this is water in the end. The thing. Find, hold, worth me. No, not value me. No.
It's gonna be take me home.
Yeah. Okay. It's gonna be.
I'm not entirely sure this is correct.
Let's
review
see.
it.
I will review it. Look, pilgrims.
Well, you know what? The home could be, in that sense, could be pilgrims also out.
Yeah.
That they're not home.
Yeah. And this is
take
the water that flows and take sort of put me in an action.
You know, this person came from there and wants to be taken home.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's just go for it. Let's just go for this. Take me home. Although it's just great, so at least we can hear.
This is definitely a map.
This is Krijn now added. Aha, under this. This is definitely a map.
At least that I can say for certain.
For certain. But then they go to the home of the goddess. Plot thickens. That could be it, but
we can review it later. There doesn't seem to be anything else here. I want to look. I'm an archaeologist. Can I investigate these spots? Why can't I investigate these spots?
You want to make a cultural chronology of these spots, right?
Yes.
You need that because that's actually what we.
I could slip through here. I can just take the door and remove it.
Are you going to destroy a site?
Yeah. I will be right back. You'll cope somehow.
Aww.
Hey, if he's being all ironic, then I am all.
In the yard behind the house, there were tools. Plots of earth, washing hung out to dry. It was like the owner had slipped inside for a quick rucker before they came back to chop more wood.
When
a quick raki means
someone had been building a life in this miserable
probably.
rock.
So
miserable. This is not miserable.
Yeah, exactly. This is good life. Garden beds, you know.
What do you mean once? These look extremely recent. I guess if there is no atmosphere and no water to destroy these, they could last for a while.
There's actually something growing even over there.
Yeah, it looks like it will. Oh, this looks like a burial, I would say, from the distance.
Yes, I think we're gonna have a burial. Bone dry.
My archaeological instinct
is
okay. Here is a story. Once I was digging.
You're now going to brag about your archaeology.
No, on the contrary.
Oh,
so
okay, good.
I had found. So we were excavating at the trench, and there was nothing. And on all trenches there was nothing. We were getting a bit disheartened. And at some point, I find this weird cut on the bedrock, and it was marked around with some other stones. And there were a couple of tools there, and it looked a bit like a wall.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, this looks like a wall. Maybe we have something here. Then it was quite narrow. So then I'm like, oh, this looks like a grave. We might have a grave. So we had a person there, sort of vlogging his way through the excavation. So he comes, I'm like, yes, I found something. So he comes there, and then I start this elaborate explanation on how this can be a burial and the signs that we need to be looking for. And then I dig it, and there was nothing in there. It was there was nothing. There was nothing. It was something in the end. It was probably some sort of water feature, but it was not a burial. And then I watched the video. I'm like, oh my god.
You know, but when it comes to this sort of stuff, it's first better to assume that you're dealing with what may be a grave, because if you accidentally
because then you're excavating
more carefully. So it's always best to assume that that's. Oh yeah, well, I'm gonna say.
Something
hanging, yeah, it's a little.
Yeah, this is probably a burial.
Shell, it's shell.
Yeah. Lady, don't take it out. Oh, why did you remove it? Ceramic.
No, it's shell. It's shell. I tell you.
These sticks are all but petrified. Can't even rot out here. That's what how are we breathing? Anyway.
Maybe throwing this out here.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that we're actually see-through is because we're holographs.
Oh yeah, okay. I can see that. So let's see. Keep.
Hold up.
Whole keep. How do we know this? This goes there anyway.
But were there other ways that I think keep must be right? Okay. Joe is 95% ceramic, so you're both right.
Oh!
Okay. Well, no. She is 95% right, and I'm 100% right.
Because
these things matter. These things matter in academia.
Okay, so we have this fear, and this is death, and this is the word for fear that we translated, or part of it, and death.
Yeah, we're not entirely sure about that, right?
No, but this is sort of death. This is sort of fear. Gate, I don't think so. And this could be keep, safe, I guess. Keep you? No, keep yours.
Death keep you.
Death, keep.
What is the first option again? Garden. Would this be garden?
Garden, no. Garden, keep,
No.
no. I'm not sure about the keep now.
Yeah, but she said it was. She said it had to be right.
I wonder if that means that it is actually right, or
we just really, or we're like an academic now, convinced to our own of our own interpretation.
So if these are correct, I would say it's some sort of related to death. Nothing. There's no way it's nothing. I would go for death. Keep.
Nothing, by the way, is
Death keep you.
Concept that is very hard to express in a glyph system.
Yeah, and this is this is me.
Death keep me.
And this is you that points. That it's another individual, right? So
Death keep you.
Death keep you. This is a grave. Yes, we knew
I don't
that.
want to make a bad joke here, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Oh shit!
Are they scared of zombies? Like death keep you. Stay there.
So it seems like
Wow. Ooh, jeez, that's actually what it. So it's not a zombie, but it's like an enemy.
To me, it seems like these are that's where the person who was buried, the person who was dead there.
Yeah.
Maybe Yannicki got him, and is it smoke?
Is it? I guess it is.
Hey, somebody's there. Doesn't smoke.
There's no atmosphere right here, or I'm now completely.
Yeah, I'm very confused.
Alright.
The smoke must be Remba. Okay. Well, how do we get there? I am coming back.
I like her fieldwork garb, by the way. It is really good stuff. It's genuinely fieldworky.
A heavy wooden box.
Can be hollow. What? What? This robot throws me off.
This robot is weird. Can you open it, robot? Well, why didn't anyway? Look, he has a coffee placer. Robots are useless. You don't have an attachment for prying. I'll try for myself. Get out. Don't break it. I've got fingers, but I can't get them under.
Symbols on the lid. Well, let's first go for symbols before crowbars.
Yeah.
That would be a great RPG about epigraphy.
Oh, look.
Symbols before crowbars.
Coffer lid. There looks like something is missing, I think.
Jeep.
So this was light.
Light. So.
This is something from the sky then, I would say.
Or light. It can also be about knowledge.
Why?
Because
banished. This has the banished in it. Here.
What we think is banished.
What we think is banished. So I would say it's winds probably. So this is off.
Winds of.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, or it could be tails, but I think it's winds.
Why, if it's light thingy, then why would it be tails? It could also be knowledge of something else, huh? Great or enormous, I guess one of the two.
This is a plural.
It's a lot
of something, so it's either great or enormous.
I think it's going to be enormous because it's really a lot of. It's of enormous.
Wine.
Knowledge of enormous value. What do you think of that?
Knowledge of enormous value. That we would like that, wouldn't we?
Yes.
This has to do with water, though.
Fluids.
Wine.
Winds of enormous wine. Hey man. Treasures of enormous values? No, I don't think treasures. Knowledge of enormous truth?
I don't think it's enormous, because only enormous value or enormous misery could be. Enormous truth, unlike.
Great could it also be then. Great truth.
Anybody, help us out here.
Help us out here. You're right. The only thing that we can sort of go on is the watery kind of thing.
It's the only related.
Wait, what? How is light? I don't even see light in here.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why it has the light that's related here. Because it has this upside down.
Yeah, that's.
Maybe this signifies something positive and this signifies something negative.
Misery? Winds of enormous misery?
But here it's upside down.
Winds of enormous misery. That's a great metal band. Winds of enormous misery.
I don't know. I'll go for. I think it's probably wine.
Let's go for wine then. But then change winds though.
Tales.
Tales of enormous wine?
No, tales of great wine. Yeah.
You are.
It's a reliquary. Place to put your belongings when you die.
Treasures of enormous value. That's what it is, my friend.
Yeah.
Treasures of enormous. Change that inscription.
I will. Get a crowbar.
Tales of great wine. I mean, like anything in life, sometimes you just interpret things the way that you wanna, you wanna find them.
It's gone. What is gone? Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go back to the inscription, right?
Yes. So basically, what happened here is we want to find
tales
wine.
Of
treasures of great value.
Great value.
That's what it's gonna be.
Great value, right?
Yeah. Also, ding 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 ding. Value.
Value.
If that turns out to be misery, by the way.
So we're sticking with this.
Yeah. Now we also know how to talk about our foundation in this language.
Yeah.
Treasures of great value.
Remember it. Yeah. Okay. So we're going for this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Although it would be kind of weird to just mark a box saying, "Hey, stuff in here is valuable," unless it means like handle with care.
Please handle with care.
Don't use the crowbar. Oh, there's lots of stuff on the tables.
Yeah. What they did for axes? Talking about axes. I could chop the. No. Don't.
Sometimes when you're in the field, you think about like, I really want to get this root out of the way, and I want to take an axe to it. Do not.
Please do not.
Axes have never helped archaeology. Not be ready. Because the Axis powers have not done a great deal for archaeology.
Or anybody.
Or anybody. There's a little thingy on top of the door.
What? Where?
The other door.
Oh, yeah. There's something up here. A dagger.
Who puts a dagger on top of a door frame?
Look at this dagger. Very oriental.
Oriental.
And with an eagle and sun on the hilt. And there's an inscription. More inscription. These people definitely like to write their shit.
They like to write on their shit.
And on their shit.
It's like, I've got this box here. Let me just write on it what it's meant for.
Yeah.
All right. Let's make this one. Let's see what's in the box.
This we know probably.
But maybe there's other stuff in there.
Let's see what we can add so far. We can add us. We can add home. And this we don't know. So it would be emperor. Homes. Us. Something gone wrong. I must have used the wrong words.
So this is
So
also...
this is not emperor.
I don't think...
Us. Okay, so this is emperor. Yes, as we knew. Emperor. We said this is home, but this is incorrect, probably.
Well, we don't know yet if it's...
We don't know if it's incorrect, but it says protects, right? So emperor protects us.
Yeah.
So this is guard then. All, and this is all. This is a circle and then plural.
Yes.
And it's on a dagger, which makes a ton of sense.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's go to the inscription.
It's always so annoying when reality doesn't behave according to your theories. Yes,
yeah.
It does. It's one of the great flaws of science.
Yeah. So let's translate this then, which we had here as home. So this is not home, this is defend. Protects, defended. Or safe. Protect, safe. This is the verb, protect, so...
Take me safe?
No. Then this. If I can go to the take me part.
No, but take is true.
Oh, take is true.
Yeah.
Take is true.
So this is just up in the air.
Oh, because it said that take can also mean hold.
Yeah.
So it's hold me safe.
Oh, yes.
I think. Yes.
Mistress, I'm back.
Hello. Where is she?
Like, crowbar is to inform Professor Ymir.
Why?
Oh, okay.
He was most interested.
You tell her what else we found? Or what?
Yeah. Something has bugged here. I will go and open the box now. You didn't have fingers before. How are you gonna do it with a crowbar now if you still don't have fingers? Done? What? Mistress, you really should see what's in here.
Shall we end here?
No.
I guess a cliffhanger.
No! What are you talking about?
We need a good cliffhanger.
We're not streaming next week because
No, but
we'll have
we
to
need
stream the week after.
You know what? Let's keep it as a cliffhanger.
No!
If only for other people that are gonna play this game.
You think so?
Yeah.
No, wait.
Question. I don't know. So,
What does the chat say about this? I don't know.
The chat says that we need to do this also because we need to wrap up and talk a little bit about this game, I think.
Yeah, okay.
And I know that you really want to know, and that's actually a really good thing, and that actually leads us to talk about the game because you want to keep playing.
I want to keep playing.
Yes. So, faces.
Faces. Okay, let's
Here we
go
are.
faces. Hi.
Thoughts.
Thoughts. So far we played a couple of hours talking a lot. Let me pause this. I think it's a very interesting game. Definitely. It keeps me going a little bit. Generally, these narrative-driven games and text-driven games can be dull at points. Granted that we haven't played for too long.
Yeah, but this I wouldn't
cool.
say is text-driven in the traditional sense.
I really like the whole language idea. I as a mechanic, I like it. Like trying to recognize a language. It's not the first time we see it. We even had some people in our first conference who did a game like this.
Like this, yeah.
And I really like this particular idea. I like the setting, the whole fantasy setting. It works well with creating a fictional past. one thing that
Wait, let me. I agree actually that I ended up because I was actually, as I said, a little bit skeptical of this whole language element before we started playing, and because I read about it in reviews, I saw it in the videos.
Mhm.
I think it really works well as a game mechanic.
Mhm.
I think, and that now we're going to be like academic about this, to say that we are doing archaeology, that we are an archaeologist,
Mhm.
is fine, but
Yeah.
we are clearly not doing the type of stuff that archaeologists nowadays are doing.
No.
So if we take archaeology to simply be the science of the old, and using whatever way we can to do the science of the old, that's fine. But
Yeah.
in that sense, it's not very archaeological.
No,
It's much more.
it's much more historical.
Well, it's no. I would say even it's much more sort of a type of thing that I actually am interested in and like to see more of. Sort of get away with all the boundary lines, but just sort of understand that we're trying to make sense of the past through any means necessary.
Yeah.
Epigraphy, of course, as a human being, you cannot do everything. You cannot be both a specialist epigrapher
And no,
But what we see here is contained in one person. Is sort of what is like a multidisciplinary, or two persons in a way. Is a multidisciplinary research team with the epigrapher in our hand, as well as the archaeologist that understands the sort of the context of it. Just within one person,
we embody a team of scientists of the past, let's say.
Yeah, exactly. Within one person. I would have actually really liked to see, and maybe there's something that can happen, a game about a team of people that does exactly what we're doing right now.
No, that would be, I guess I can see how it would be a little bit more difficult maybe, or it would require some shifts. But right now, really what we see, as we said, is we embody all the different disciplines. We recognize material, objects, sites, and words and language. And then we have a lab with us that runs all the tests. So literally, we are a complete faculty of history and archaeology.
History, archaeology, geoscience.
Everything cramped in there.
Basically like a multidisciplinary team.
Hey, Gareth is back. Welcome for the wrap-up.
Welcome for the
We're saying how we like this
and even without sort of the disciplinary part of it, I would really like to see a game like this in team style.
Yeah.
Like a old school like a BioWare RPG in which you are a team of doing this.
Yeah. It could also be an interesting, maybe that's far-fetching a little bit, but it would be an interesting multiplayer experience where you put all these different puzzles.
Yeah.
Then a puzzle for objects, a puzzle for language.
It's a bit conceptual. I could see how that wouldn't really be a commercially viable product.
No, probably
at this
not.
Point.
Maybe as a board game, but
at the same time,
this is more or less what's happening.
Games like this are maybe showing people how fun it can be to do this. Just as you first had to have Wolfenstein as a single player shooter to show you that it's fun to shoot people. It's also good that a game like this as a single player experience is there now to show that it is fun to puzzle your way through the past.
For sure.
And in this case, I do particularly maybe it's because we're playing it both, and because I do get to be very often I don't have a lot of patience with puzzles like this. Especially when you do.
I finished Witness.
Yeah, exactly.
And
so maybe it's because we're playing together right now that I am liking it even more. So I have to see what it is like if I play this by myself. Yeah. But I'm also really liking the language puzzles.
Oh, it's very nice.
As a game mechanic, I think it's really top notch.
Another thing I want to point out is that we're doing all this, but in a very contemporary narrative. So it's sort of a kind of detective mystery approach, which is very Agatha Christie-esque.
I'm getting that vibe too.
Yeah, but this, I don't know if it was done on purpose, but of course Agatha Christie has written a lot of mystery novels related to archaeology.
Because
she herself, she was constantly on the field together with her husband, Max Mallowan. So she had seen all these things that she was writing about. And I wonder if the developers did read Agatha Christie and
I have this vibe here too, or at least there's this detective vibe in here, and it's even a little bit like Agatha Christie in the sense of the personal interactions, which are in Agatha Christie models are often a little bit like fighting towards there's a lot of character sort of frustration back and forth, which we also see here. It could be very good. Very good point. Maybe the developers could let us know if that was one of their sort of benchmarks. you could do a lot worse than mimicking Agatha Christie.
Oh yeah.
or trying to make that style into something interactive for sure.
Okay, things you didn't like.
So I think I already said this a couple of times. I don't like the mechanic with the robot where there's just this sort of passive aggressive thingy going on. I didn't like the passive aggressive thingy in the first place in the university with their mentor that threatened to cut our ship loose or whatever.
Yeah, it seems like all the interactions are constantly on the edge.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's maybe this is a purpose. I mean, it's fine that I don't like this. I don't necessarily think it should not be in the game. But if this is a matter of style, then it's a style that I don't like. If this is a conscious decision because in fact this person herself is, or the persons that she surrounds her with, including the robot, are quite abrasive. That it's some sort of commentary on academics.
Yeah.
Which then it's for many things it's a spot on commentary, but at the same time, that also makes it a bit of a cliche because there's lots of academics that love each other that are not abrasive personalities. No, but I mean, so that the personal interactions I don't like. Yeah, so far.
And I also think as I said, I dislike how the flow breaks often with.
Yeah, you were noticing that a lot more than I.
At some point we're moving. At some point we're moving automatically. Then we can't move anymore. Then we can't move over objects. So the whole the gameplay experience in that regard is not like while I like all the mechanics surrounding it and the story and the moving part I find a bit.
The best parts
funky.
are when the robot is not with you and you're just doing your own little
No,
thing.
exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. I would like it if I was able to sort of hold the robot at some point.
Yeah.
Because often the robot just jumps into the conclusions that are probably correct because it's a vessel for the narrative, I guess.
Yeah.
But I would want to jump into these conclusions myself.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I fully agree with you there. So definitely things that we don't like about this game, but
overall, I would suggest.
I mean, you want to keep playing.
I want to keep playing. You want to keep playing.
Yeah.
And
yeah, for sure.
I would suggest that I suggest to people just to play this game. I think it's a fun game. It's interesting. If you like puzzle games, if you like narrative-driven games, then definitely play this game.
It has some really good mechanics. I think it has. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
It's well written.
Yeah.
What we've
so
seen
far.
And I think that the overarching story here, both of the history that we're uncovering as well as sort of the personal quest for this person, is interesting. There are two hooks here that I think are very sort of clear, and then there are, as we just saw, all these little hooks. One more chest, one more object, one more turn, one more turn, but one more inscription. Exactly.
This is probably gonna be that. So are we streaming this game again? Do we want to stream this again or not?
Well, it's like, would I want to play this again? For sure. I think we have to see a little bit about what other games are there now.
Yeah,
out there right now. Whether we want to stream more of this.
Yeah.
And aside from that, if people want to see more of this,
just let us know.
Let us know, and we could do it. Yeah. Because one of the other things that I'm a little bit like hesitant about is that this is also one of those games that you want to go through yourself. So if we stream all of it,
for some it would ruin the experience.
It will ruin the experience. So, but if you overwhelmingly want us to stream more of this, hey, who are we to argue?
So next week we're not streaming because we are in Poland.
Yeah, we may stream anyway.
From Poland?
From Poland,
we could.
Why not?
We could.
We can. You're saying something crazy. I wouldn't even know.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
You never know.
If we don't stream next week because we are at the TAA at Krakow.
Computer Applications in Archaeology.
Exactly. At the conference. Then we will be streaming the week after, and we will decide what we're gonna stream. If it's gonna be this or at the Gates, or maybe a different game altogether. So, thank you for being with us. And
as always, we'll see you sometime in the past, future, or present.
Yes.
And one more inscription.
One more inscription.